back to Plasticity Live. In this episode, we're gonna continue with our study of 3D modeling using Plasticity. So far, we've been using a lot of Polygon tool inside Plasticity, and like I said, it could actually looks like a box cutter or grid modeler inside Plasticity, but the actual geometry is actually a little bit more complex than that. It's I think they call it Parasolid. Maybe it's like parametric solid or something. But underneath, besides your ability to simply just do like a fillet or bevel, which is pretty cool and fancy. There's a lot of trick that you can do with Plasticity. I think I wish to emulate inside Blender at some point, but at the moment I think Plasticity is just like too powerful. Yeah, but there's a lot of tricks as well in Blender to do the same thing. But however, let's try, for example, we start with a curve, spline curve, and we're gonna draw something from the front view. For example, I'll start with the origin, and I'm just gonna draw maybe like a simple egg shape or something. So this, let's try. Okay, let's just make it like that, and then right click. So we got this curve. Let's see if I could, how to see, Control 2. Oh, interesting. Selecting point is not something that's obvious in this app. Anyhow, let's just like do like things like, apparently we can do revolve. Okay, this is all the functions that's kind of familiar to NURBS modeling. Let's do a revolve. I'll click on the curve, and then the next thing I will do is, I believe I need to click on the center axis. Okay, doesn't work. Let's escape that. Revolve, and then click on the center, and then that's weird. Revolve tool is okay. That's really weird. Okay, let's just do that. I still think the revolve tool needs a little bit more hints on what to do there. But anyhow, at least we got something now. So if we open up the revolve, you can see it's doing the revolve. But if you actually closed it with 360, now it's becoming sort of like a solid object. Let's save this very quickly. Call it pumpkin. Let's go to sort of like front view. I don't know which one front, but oh, okay. It's actually telling you back, right. Okay, let's do it on the right side. And then let's do another spline curve. And I will draw it like this way. And then hit click. Oh, okay. Apparently once you click on it, the points disappear. Okay. But now what I want to do, what I really want to do is to tap C for cut, and then tap the object. Suddenly we have a cutter. I think it's projected planar to the original curve or tangent or something. Anyway, we're just gonna hit enter and cut. So we can hide the curve now. And we have second curve, which is interesting. I think that's our original pumpkin curve. And we have a cut. All right. And let's open up this guy. So I can select the top part and the bottom part. What is this guy looks like? Okay. It looks pretty solid, right? Which is kind of interesting. let's say we use the bottom part first. I want to make like a table or something. I wrote a note here. This is a few things that I want to explain today. Hopefully I can explain all. We did this revolve and F for quick search functions. Okay, that we don't need to do that. Maybe just focusing on this for now. We know we can do fancy stuff like that very quickly with plasticity. What else? I want to actually draw like a cylinder. This is a cool thing with plasticity. Okay, let's turn off X-ray for now. We can draw on any of this face surface, right? So I can click on there and just draw a cylinder, which is cool. So we are, and then the cylinder is Shift C, which is yeah, it's a funny shortcut. Oh, okay, I just accidentally draw a box. Shift C, draw a cylinder. It's probably too long, but we can always adjust it, I believe. No, see, this is we adjust it by actually using Extrude, I believe. So it's kind of pushing in using Extrude, which is pretty bizarre, but actually works. Let's do that again. Draw a cylinder and just pull it. So it's a could be like a 3D therapy. I don't know why anyone would do this, but still, drawing a cylinder on top of this Parasolid is kind of relaxing. The next thing you want to do, perhaps you saw that we can, yeah, this time offset face actually works, so we don't need to do boolean, but we can then select the other things, the edge. Now we can do this type of bevel thing. There's a little trick. Okay, you can do this and try to make it really rounded, or maybe not too rounded. It's up to you. But if you want to make it really perfectly rounded, while doing this, just shift click. See, we get a capsule. Let's do that again. Select this, shift click. So this is like a fillet, which is, I think shortcut is B. Yeah. So let's try again. Select that. So it's good. It's a fun little exercise thing with Parasolid objects inside plasticity. So let's do this. Okay, it's pretty cool. Now, what if I want to join them? So at the moment, all these little legs is separate. We want to join them, right? So in order for us, let's hit escape. In order for us to join this, sometimes we can just select this and select that, and then Q, and then Q again, and then right click. Sometimes that works. If they are not touching, if the Parasolid object's not touching, we cannot boolean them together. So what? Maybe we hide this for now. What we need to do is to move this, offset it slightly, so it's kind of going inside of the top part of this chair, furniture, or whatever we are making. So we just offset in. There must be a better way to do this, but manual, sometimes we still a bit of simple manual, manual job. And yeah, we select them, all of them. This one the last, and then Q, and then Q again, which is this union, and then right click. Now Now it's becoming a single object. With a single object like this, we can, you know, we can do fancy stuff like this, which is a powerful things inside Plasticity. A simple fillet, basically. I'm sure there's an add-on in Blender that does this kind of filleting if the object is touching. This can be for maybe like a button or knob. Okay, by the way, I was selecting them one by one. You can also do this and then hold Control and then click, 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 click. So yeah, we're done. Hit escape or right click. So we're done with this. Maybe we can continue, like if we hit O, we can have this top part. Maybe we want to make a hole. Should we make a hole? I can push it down like that or push it up. Maybe down. Make another rounded thing. What is like it looks like a chair. Could be Baby Yoda thing. What else can we do here? We could actually, let's make like a weird pipe that goes inside. So at the moment it's cylinder, draw like a straight lines coming out. What if we use a spline curve and then something goes in? Oh, it stops over there. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't want that. What I really want is to draw this kind of tentacular hand. Right click, you're done, right? And then we can use these functions. Pipe, it creates a pipe, obviously. We can actually turn it into a real pipe. It's up to you. Maybe keep it simple for now. You can adjust the radius. Okay, now we have this separate tentacle. Now again, tap G, put it, drag it down there. Can we? Okay, still. That's a thing that's kind of weird with this guy sometimes. Now, okay, separate it. Do we need this guy anymore? No, close. So we can keep this curve in the future. Maybe we can reuse it at some point, but for now, with this Parasolid object, we can make a cut. Maybe select this guy, Q. So we use this difference, which is W by default. Right click. Okay, that way we create a hole, but in this case we want to just Q and then Q again, union, and then now it's connected. We can do the filleting. It's pretty cool. You can extrude and yeah, you can do this or do the opposites. Shift click doesn't work. It should work, but in this case doesn't want it. Okay, doesn't matter. Let's say you want to do the different thing here. Select the face. You can extend apparently, offset, extend. You can also extrude, and after you extrude you can create like a pipe, which is pretty weird. Yeah, so we have this kind of design, this character. What do we do with the top part? Same thing, same deal. We can do the rounding things. What else I haven't explained? I don't know, maybe this some kind of alien spaceships, pod, whatever. We did the cut. join we don't use much. This is the funny thing with this Parasolid, by the way. If you shift X, you delete that face. Now this object's becoming hollow. Yeah, you might want to do that, but in this case, if you have something hollow, it's becoming different objects, like a sheet of object. It's no longer solid. But if you select this face again and we patch the holes along edges, boom, it's become solid again. Parasolid. I like it as a Parasolid because we can do fancy stuff. It seems to remember the original shape, sort of. Even though we offset it, so we can extend it. And then we can do like fancy stuff. O, which is like offset or inset. Right click. You can move it in a little bit. Rounding this area. Okay. We did the QQ boolean thing. Quick search functions, we haven't used that. Let's see. What else should we try? We can try using sphere. Drawing an eyeballs is also pretty easy. Do it again. Right? And then you can do this type of bevel. And if while you're doing that, control click on this guy. Well, it doesn't work. Oh yeah, okay. It's doing the same thing at the same time. Would be really nice if this part actually can still be adjusted, isn't it? Can we actually scale something? Extrude. Yeah, doesn't like that. Can we just S? Scale? No. Can we scale this part? Yeah, apparently, see? We can scale this part, which is pretty cool. So it's a parametric. But you can see when you scale this guy, it becomes something else. Now you can see what's going on. Maybe don't do that for now. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Unless I want to do one more thing like this. Like if we draw like a regular polygon on this face, so it's creating this n-gon. We can shift wheel up to change the number. Now it's like hexagon. It was pentagon. We can use a spline curve maybe. I want to have the center. I need the center of this object. I couldn't find it. Let's just draw. Okay, that's weird. I actually just want to draw something here and then do like a sweep. It's probably easier if I draw a curve like this. Why this curve? The curve is so crazy because I am like drawing it outside of the plane or something. Oh well. Just extrude this for now. Okay, this like a free form. Patch it. the hole, it's become something else. Select this face. Hey, I want to select the face. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes it's a little bit weird that we cannot just select this part. This guy is still like a sheet object. It doesn't have the end part. And the sheet actually works quite differently from Parasolid, which is sometimes a little bit confusing. Catch this. One more. We miss. Catch. Okay. Now it's become solid. Escape. Once it becomes like a solid, yeah, that's still kind of weird behavior with this object. I don't know. We shouldn't use this. We should just use cylinder and just pull it like that. I think this part can be scaled. No. We can do fillet, I know, but can we scale this? Probably easier if I have selected a circle, and then with the circle we just extrude it. Can we actually scale this? Yeah, see? With the circle we can. And we can do the usual. Select this guy, and then QQ. Right click. Doesn't work. Why? Because once again, we need to extend this part. Okay. There, extend. Some behavior is a little bit weird, but we can Q and Q, right click. Now it's a sit. Now this part is already connected with this guy, but with the main body. Now we can round this part. Shift click doesn't work. Shift click doesn't work. Okay, maybe we could draw a mouth or something like that, but I think it should be enough for now. Sometimes spline is a little bit weird to work with, I think. So spline, if we just draw on this face, right click, so this spline is kind of connected with this guy. So we can use pipe. We can round this, do the same thing, right click, right click, we are done. Set solid escape, select this guy, Q. Okay, let's do this. Escape, select this solid, and then Q, right click with mouth for our robot. Okay, so that's basically the whole process. I haven't touched all the cool things like these guys can offer, you know, like we didn't use sweep. I was gonna use sweep. I believe you can just attach. Yeah, see, I was attaching this pentagon on this guy, so we can actually sweep, do the sweep operations. Sweep, select the curve, and then sweep, and then select the spine. There, isn't it fancy? And this guy is still like a sheet object. Sheet. It doesn't have solidity. We can just always patch the hole. Sometimes we can just, yeah, but you get the idea. Okay, this is just maybe to add some decorations around it. It feels very parametric in a way, but so far I think we cover most of the tools. We didn't use trim, but this is a very powerful 3D modeling software. So underneath is Parasolid. It's like NURBS. It's parametric, but we can sometimes treat this guy like a polygon. It's not really a polygon, but yeah, it's like a sheet object. But if you connect it, if you turn it into solid, it's become something else. Sometimes you need to patch. Now it's become solid, and then you can be no. This is a trick. Okay, Control 2, switch the face to object. Okay, so I think I was selecting the curve. Sometimes that's something to keep in mind. This sometimes a little bit weird. Apparently this guy is still not solid yet. We need to join them maybe. Now it becomes solid. Yeah, but we can do that, which is nice. And same thing, I select the face and then Control 2 and it's become edges, so we can bevel or we can fillet. Okay, can bring this back in, and then once again, I like this a lot. Q, right click. Right, we don't need to do that, but it's just for fun. Okay, we have this little alien robot. It doesn't have eyes. Maybe just draw eyes using sphere over there. Q. See, this is also like a knowledge that we need. It's kind of important. We draw it on the center, and then we tap Q, and it's a sphere that's joined into this guy. And it's part of this Parasolid now. It's part of the head. This part apparently separated. Okay. QQ to join them. Sometimes J is joined. But anyhow, that's a quick look into Plasticity, and it's a Parasolid, and we created this simple robot. You can try making something like this yourself. Maybe make a teapot. Take a look at YouTube video on the making of like a teapot using Plasticity. It's a really cool video tutorial as well. Pretty similar to this, what I'm doing with this alien. But yeah, hopefully you find this useful. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.